Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Action Joe Police Emergency Service Unit, or ESU. You can see that plastered there on the box. That's where I read it off of, so trust me, I'm not memorizing all that. Anyways, I saw this figure and I was like, you know what? This has got to be the quintessential police action figure out there right now. I know that Figures Toy Company is coming out with a lot of them, but this is like, we're going to get into this. There's a lot of coolness going on with this figure. So to start off with, I want to go over the box here. You can get a quick look at it. You can pause it if you really need to. This picture on the back of him there kind of radioing in and drinking the coffee was a huge selling point for me. So I do want to give that props on the back. But let's go over all these accessories. So number one, we do have this really cool like drum magazine shotgun. That thing is just incredible. And guys, my camera might not focus today, so I do apologize. It's focusing now, but if it happens in the future, I'm just going to steam through the rest of the video. Next up here, we do have the police baton. Pretty basic. A little bit thinner of a handle, though, which will work in posing with the G.I. Joe figures. We also have just a fairly basic kind of 1911 styled pistol here. So we have that as well. Very cool accessory. We also have a pair of handcuffs here, and these are fairly malleable, although I wouldn't bend them too much. They probably will break. So we have those. There's a really cool pair of sunglasses, which have a lot of detail on them. I do like that a lot. So we have those. We also have the coffee that I showed off in that picture there. It is included with the figure, so there you go. And it just says Joe with like a little heart on there, which I thought was kind of nice. And you can't see it. It's not focusing. Ugh. There we go. You see that there? There you go. All right, next up here, we do have a flare gun and the less lethal or the taser. So two weapons there, and those probably go into holsters on the figure, which we'll look at here in a second. We also do have this really cool kind of like SWAT police helmet, or like the riot gear. That's the word that I should use for it, the riot helmet, and this actually does come down. We also have a little police cap, a little bit smaller and less traditional than you'd traditionally see, but that is still really cool. And the badges don't really designate anywhere. And then we also have an extra Caucasian head sculpt. I'll probably end up throwing this one on, although I don't know. The one that's on the figure right now is pretty cool, but I just like this one without the facial hair. I'm not a big fan of like mustaches and goatees. So. And you know what? There's probably implications that I'm going to be switching it out for another reason now that I think of it. But, oh my God. I'm just digging the hole deeper. Anyways, let's look at the figure, and then I will get to those other two accessories there. All right, so black boots down here at the bottom. And moving up here, you just got blue pants and some black knee pads as well. You've got a holster, or it looks like, oh, it's just an ammo pouch on the left leg there. But we do have a holster for that pistol on the right leg. Moving up to the tool belt here, you can see some carabiners, some pouches going around the back. There's a flashlight, which let me take a look at it, is not removable. The flashlight does not seem to be removable. But there's a little pouch for the handcuffs there, and then I think you can slide that extra pair into this one, but again, I feel like those are going to break if you try to put them in there. We have the little holster here for the billy clubs that can hang on there very nicely, and then I'm kind of upset. Oh, here we go. Then there's a holster there for, I think that might be the flare gun, and then I'm curious where the less lethal would go. Maybe that is for the less lethal. Who knows? But then we have this really cool police vest here. And I love the badge there on the corner, the holster there, and the radio, which I think, yeah, you can actually take the radio out of the little thing there. That is such a cool detail. I think the police vest itself is probably the reason why I would say this is the best police action figure ever made. You can see there on the sleeve, kind of just rolled up. It just says police. He's got some kind of undershirt there. That's probably to compensate for the fact that they have two different skin-toned heads, just to kind of cover it up. And then you just have, like, what does that just say? Delhi Hill. That's the patch that it says there. But yeah, and then finally that head sculpt there. Just not a fan of that mustache and goatee. I don't know. It looks too villainous for me. But yeah, the haircut is cool. I like that Cash Wheeler kind of mohawk. But yeah, so we have that as well. And just overall, probably the best police action figure on the market, if not ever made. So we do, or at least 6-inch. And then finally here, just two extra accessories. We do have this kind of police poncho to kind of throw over him. I'm sure you could probably get this under the vest or something and make it look really cool. But then we also have this really sweet police riot shield, and you can see there's actually some like fake damage on there, which is just incredible. So we do have that. I'll bring the box back into the fold, but guys, this is such a cool figure. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing more with this Legacy collection, but this is definitely one that I would pick up. Again, this is a review of the Action Joe ESU Police Emergency Service Unit action figure from G.I. Joe Classified, from from Hasbro, from China, who knows. All right, but we'll leave it there, folks. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.